Imagine two friends, Sarah and Jean. Sarah earns a modest income but manages to save and invest wisely, living a content and financially stable life. John, on the other hand, earns a high salary but spends extravagantly, always finding himself in financial distress. What makes the difference? Dive into The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel to uncover the secrets behind their contrasting financial destinies. This audiobook explores the profound impact of human behavior on financial success, revealing timeless lessons on wealth, greed, and happiness. Join us to learn how to master the psychology of money and secure your financial future. Unlike many financial books that focus on strategies and technical aspects of investing, Housel's work delves into the psychological and behavioral factors that influence financial decisions. Through a series of short, insightful chapters, Housel provides a framework for understanding why people behave the way they do with money and how these behaviors can lead to better financial outcomes. Chapter 1. No one's crazy. Housel begins by highlighting that everyone has a unique relationship with money, shaped by their personal experiences and background. He argues that no one is inherently crazy when it comes to money. Instead, people make decisions based on the information and experiences they have. What might seem irrational to one person can make perfect sense to another based on their context. This chapter sets the stage for understanding the subjective nature of financial behavior. Chapter 2. Luck and Risk. Housel explores the roles of luck and risk in financial success. He uses the stories of Bill Gates and his school friend Kent Evans to illustrate how luck can play a crucial role in outcomes. Gates' success was partly due to the unique opportunities he had, while Evans, who was equally talented, faced an untimely death. The lesson is that luck and risk are intertwined, and success often involves factors beyond individual control. Acknowledging this can lead to a more humble and cautious approach to financial decision-making. Chapter 3. Never Enough. In this chapter, Housel discusses the concept of enough and the dangers of perpetual greed. He recounts the story of Rajat Gupta, a successful businessman whose insatiable desire for more led to his downfall through insider trading. Housel argues that recognizing what is enough can prevent catastrophic mistakes driven by unchecked ambition. The key takeaway is to define personal financial goals and be content with reaching them, rather than constantly chasing more. Chapter 4. Confounding Compounding. Housel emphasizes the power of compounding and its often misunderstood nature. He illustrates this with the story of Warren Buffett, whose fortune is largely a result of his long investing career. Compounding is most effective over long periods, and small differences in initial amounts can lead to vastly different outcomes over time. The lesson here is to start investing early and be patient, allowing compounding to work its magic. Chapter 5. Getting Wealthy versus Staying Wealthy. Housel distinguishes between the skills needed to acquire wealth and those needed to maintain it. He argues that getting wealthy requires taking risks and seizing opportunities, while staying wealthy requires humility, caution, and a focus on long-term stability. The stories of successful individuals who lost their fortunes serve as cautionary tales. The key takeaway is that sustaining wealth often involves a conservative approach and an awareness of the potential for unforeseen events. Chapter 6. Tails You Win. This chapter explores the idea that a small number of events or decisions can disproportionately impact financial outcomes. Housel uses the example of venture capital, where a few successful investments often make up for numerous failures. He argues that understanding the importance of these tails can lead to better investment strategies. The lesson is to recognize that not all investments need to be successful. A few big wins can drive overall success. Chapter 7. Freedom. Housel discusses the importance of financial independence and the freedom it provides. He argues that the ultimate goal of wealth should be to gain control over one's time and life. The ability to make choices based on personal values rather than financial necessity is a powerful form of freedom. Housel emphasizes that achieving this freedom often requires prioritizing savings and making intentional lifestyle choices. Chapter 8. Man in the Car Paradox. In this chapter, Housel addresses the paradox of seeking status through wealth. He argues that while people often spend money to impress others, the actual effect is that others admire the possessions rather than the person. This paradox highlights the futility of using money to gain respect and admiration. The key takeaway is to focus on intrinsic values and personal fulfillment rather than external validation. Chapter 9. Wealth is what you don't see. Housel explains that true wealth is often invisible. While people tend to show off their wealth through material possessions, real wealth consists of assets that aren't immediately visible, such as investments and savings. He argues that focusing on accumulating and preserving these hidden assets leads to greater financial stability and security. The lesson is to prioritize saving and investing over conspicuous consumption. Chapter 10. Save money. Housel emphasizes the importance of saving money regardless of income level. He argues that saving is a powerful tool for achieving financial goals and provides a safety net for unexpected events. The act of saving is more about developing a mindset and discipline rather than the specific amount saved. The key takeaway is that consistent saving habits lead to financial security and flexibility. Chapter 11. Reasonable rational. In this chapter, Housel discusses the difference between being reasonable and being purely rational with money. He argues that financial decisions should align with personal values and emotional comfort rather than adhering strictly to rational calculations. For example, paying off a mortgage early may not be the most rational financial move, but it can provide peace of mind and emotional satisfaction. The lesson is to balance rational financial planning with personal well-being. Chapter 12. Surprise. Housel highlights the unpredictable nature of financial markets and life in general. He argues that the future is inherently uncertain, and unexpected events can have significant impacts. The key takeaway is to build flexibility and resilience into financial plans, rather than relying on specific predictions. Preparing for a range of possible outcomes leads to better financial stability. Chapter 13. Room for error. This chapter emphasizes the importance of incorporating a margin of safety in financial planning. Housel argues that over-optimism can lead to risky decisions, while a buffer of conservatism provides protection against unexpected setbacks. The lesson is to plan for contingencies and avoid putting all resources at risk. A margin of safety ensures financial resilience in the face of uncertainty. Chapter 14. You'll change. Housel discusses the inevitability of personal and financial change over time. He argues that it's essential to recognize that future needs and desires may differ from current ones. Flexibility and adaptability are crucial for long-term financial planning. The key takeaway is to avoid overly rigid financial plans and allow for adjustments as circumstances and goals evolve. Chapter 15. Nothing's free. In this chapter, Housel explores the costs associated with different types of financial gains. He argues that every financial choice has a price, whether it's the emotional toll of market volatility, the effort required to save, or the opportunity cost of spending. Understanding and accepting these costs can lead to better financial decisions. The lesson is to weigh the costs and benefits of financial choices and be willing to pay the price for desired outcomes. Chapter 16. You and Me. Housel addresses the subjective nature of financial advice and the importance of individual context. He argues that what works for one person may not work for another due to differences in goals, values, and circumstances. The key takeaway is to tailor financial strategies to personal needs and avoid blindly following generic advice. Personal finance is deeply individual, and solutions should be customized accordingly. Chapter 17. The Seduction of Pessimism. Housel discusses the allure of pessimism in financial markets. He argues that pessimistic predictions often receive more attention because they sound more intelligent and cautious. However, over the long term, optimism has historically been more accurate. The lesson is to balance a realistic assessment of risks with a generally optimistic outlook on financial growth. Avoiding the trap of perpetual pessimism leads to better investment outcomes. Chapter 18. When You'll Believe Anything. This chapter explores the psychological phenomenon of confirmation bias, where people seek information that confirms their existing beliefs. Housel argues that this bias can lead to poor financial decisions and reinforce misconceptions. The key takeaway is to actively seek diverse perspectives and challenge one's own assumptions. Being open to new information and different viewpoints leads to more informed and balanced financial decisions. Detailed analysis and key insights. Human behavior and money. One of the central themes of the book is the idea that human behavior and emotions play a significant role in financial decision-making. Unlike the purely rational actors assumed by traditional economic theories, real people make decisions based on their experiences, emotions, and biases. Understanding this can help individuals make more mindful and intentional financial choices. Luck and skill. Housel's exploration of luck and skill in financial success highlights the importance of humility. Recognizing the role of luck in outcomes prevents overconfidence and promotes a more balanced approach to risk. It's essential to acknowledge that not all success is due to skill alone, and not all failures are due to lack of effort. The power of compounding. Compounding is a fundamental principle in wealth building, and Housel emphasizes its significance. The long-term effect of compounding can lead to exponential growth, making it crucial to start investing early and be patient. This principle applies not only to financial investments, but also to habits, relationships, and personal growth. Behavioral finance. Housel's insights align with the field of behavioral finance, which studies how psychological factors influence financial behavior. Concepts such as loss aversion, overconfidence, and herd behavior are critical in understanding why people make irrational financial decisions. Recognizing these biases can lead to more rational and effective financial strategies. The importance of flexibility. Flexibility and adaptability are recurring themes in the book. Housel argues that rigid financial plans can lead to stress and poor decisions when circumstances change. Building flexibility into financial plans allows individuals to adapt to unexpected events and changing goals, leading to greater financial resilience. Financial independence and freedom. Achieving financial independence is a central goal for many, and Housel emphasizes the freedom it provides. The ability to make choices based on personal values rather than financial necessity is a powerful motivator. Prioritizing savings, reducing debt, and living below one's means are essential steps toward achieving this freedom. Emotional well-being and money. Housel's emphasis on the emotional aspects of money highlights the importance of aligning financial decisions with personal well-being. Financial stress can take a significant toll on mental health, and making decisions that promote peace of mind is crucial. This includes paying off debt, building an emergency fund, and making conservative investment choices. Legacy and long-term thinking. The book encourages long-term thinking and consideration of one's legacy. Decisions made today can have lasting impacts on future generations, and planning with a long-term perspective promotes sustainable wealth. This includes estate planning, teaching financial literacy to children, and making charitable contributions. Practical applications. Developing a saving habit. One of the practical takeaways from the book is the importance of developing a consistent saving habit. Regardless of income level, saving a portion of earnings builds financial security and provides a buffer against unexpected events. Automating savings and prioritizing it in the budget are effective strategies. Investment strategies. Housel's insights on investing emphasize the importance of diversification and patience. Avoiding the temptation to chase quick gains and focusing on long-term growth leads to better outcomes. Understanding the power of compounding encourages a patient and disciplined investment approach. Building a margin of safety. Incorporating a margin of safety in financial planning provides protection against unforeseen setbacks. This includes maintaining an emergency fund, avoiding excessive debt, and investing conservatively. A margin of safety reduces financial stress and enhances resilience. Customize financial plans. Tailoring financial plans to individual needs and circumstances is crucial. Generic advice may not be suitable for everyone, and personalized strategies lead to better outcomes. Consulting with a financial advisor and regularly reviewing and adjusting plans ensures they remain relevant. Balancing risk and reward. Housel's insights on luck and risk highlight the importance of balancing risk and reward. Taking calculated risks is essential for growth, but it's also important to protect against potential losses. Diversification, conservative leverage, and risk assessment are key components of this balance. Emphasizing financial education. Educating oneself about financial principles and behaviors leads to better decision-making. Reading books, attending seminars, and seeking advice from trusted sources enhance financial literacy. Understanding behavioral finance helps individuals recognize and mitigate biases. Prioritizing health and well-being. Financial success should not come at the expense of health and well-being. Housel emphasizes the importance of making decisions that promote overall happiness and fulfillment. This includes balancing work and life, prioritizing mental health, and making time for relationships and personal growth. The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel is a profound exploration of the human aspects of financial decision-making. By understanding the psychological and behavioral factors that influence money management, individuals can make more informed and effective financial choices. The book's insights into the roles of luck, risk, compounding, and flexibility provide a comprehensive framework for achieving financial success and well-being. Housel's emphasis on personal values, emotional well-being, and long-term thinking encourages readers to align their financial decisions with their broader life goals. By developing saving habits, investing wisely, and building a margin of safety, individuals can achieve financial independence and freedom. Ultimately, The Psychology of Money is a valuable resource for anyone seeking to understand the deeper aspects of financial behavior and make better financial decisions. Its practical applications and timeless principles offer guidance for navigating the complexities of money and achieving lasting financial success. Thanks for listening. If you find this summary valuable, give us a like and subscribe.